Hello there. This is David Scott, pastor of Family of Hope Church in Saugerties, New York, upstate New York, doing another one of my vlogs and try to keep it short and simple, but something that can help us in our everyday life. And it certainly does me. I'm still trying to learn at ripe old age of 73. Still trying to learn. So here we go. About a month ago, right before we had our big snowfall in upstate New York, I woke up early one morning and on the side, being semi-retired, I drive a school bus. It just helps get me up in the morning, give me something to do. And I got up early and didn't want to try to go back to sleep for half an hour, so I just got up and went to work early. And I was like one of the very first people there. And I pulled into the parking lot, parked my truck, got out of my truck and started to walk it's about 100 feet to the door of the building, and I started to walk and I heard a bark behind me, and I pitch dark outside. It was cloud covered. There's no sun. I mean, no moon, no stars, nothing. Pitch dark, and so I just like started to walk outside, and I barked, and I turned to look to see the bark, and now there was two barks, and they were coming, and all of a sudden I could see two pit bulls coming at me, and they were barking and screaming. Their teeth were flashing, and they were attacking me. They literally were coming at me. My rule of thumb, my what's in my comes natural to me is to turn around and to fight an attack. Um, Whereas some people would turn around and run from that, and that would have been a mistake because they were going to bite me. So I turned to them. I got down on my knees a little bit, and I put my fist up, and I'm like, "Get out of here! Get out of here! Get out of here!" I'm yelling and screaming at them, like, and then one by one they just kept coming at me, and then they back off when I did that, and then another one come at me, and I just kept like punching at them and so forth, and eventually the owner of the company came out and he said, what's going on? And then he said, I'm going to call the police. And then I just kept backing up and kept doing this and doing that and everything. And I finally got inside. So, what's the moral of this story? Got attacked out of nowhere. And, like, what do you do with that? There's something that kind of sticks out in my mind in the book of First Peter in the Bible. And First Peter writes to us to be on the alert, for the enemy is out to attack you and to get you. The very first thing I think we need to realize is that when we're not on the alert, when we don't expect something like this to happen, then and we're taken by surprise, sometimes our reactions are not very good. And when that happens, sometimes we make mistakes that we regret later. So it's very important to expect these things to happen, and to what are you going to do about it? For instance, in our daily world, obviously you're not going to be attacked by a dog every day. What I'm really pointing out here is that we find ourselves being insulted maybe by somebody, or somebody not being nice to us or treating us poorly, or somebody who's just inconsiderate, maybe a driver that's doing something stupid and inconsiderate, maybe somebody who's being aggressive, and they won't get out of the way of a shopping store when you're trying to get around. You just sit there and wait, and all these things are things that come at us in our heart and can affect the way we think. They can affect the way we move forward. And when we fail in these attacks, then we oftentimes, first of all, we don't learn, and we oftentimes do something that we regret later. So it's really what Peter's basically saying is get ready for it. Get ready to be insulted. Get ready for something to happen bad so that you can react in the way that would be loving and caring and actually help to other people who might have been involved in the attack maybe learn something from you and plant a seed in their heart. So it's like we should really be expecting trouble. Why does God allow that? Why is this world so full of junk? Why is that? Because God is love, and you can't have love without free will. And free will means you can choose good to love others, or you can choose bad to be selfish and just love yourself and do terrible things because of it. And that's why God allows it, because if he didn't, we'd all be a bunch of robots walking around being loving robots. So he allows free will. But because of that, He also allows us to get stronger from the attacks that we have going on around us. So he has our back. He's going to protect us, but he's not going to let us be attacked stronger than we can attain. But when we make mistakes in that attack, we learn from it. When we don't even make a mistake, we're ready for the next step up, and the attack might get worse the next time. He's trying to make us stronger and stronger in his love. So that's the whole thing here, is when Peter writes, be alert, be sober. That's hard enough to begin with. Be sober, be alert. For the enemy is going to come and attack you. God's going to allow it. We just need to be expectant and not be asleep and just assume everybody is going to act out the love of God. Okay, I hope that helps you for today. And I'll try to be a little bit, I haven't done one in a couple weeks, so I'll try to be a little bit more fruitful in the future. I hope you like it. Have a good day. Bye-bye.